Hello， 大家好，我是阿冠，欢迎回来继续收看这个 Alan Wake 心灵杀手的游戏影片。OK， 那我们就废话不多说，就继续游戏吧。上次是玩到第一章结束嘛，我们还有 Previously on Alan Wake。
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
还有前情提要哎，怎么这么影集的感觉啊
I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
第二集 Taken 黑暗俘虏 New York City 3 years ago。3年前看起来一样虽小，而且好老，我总觉得这比较像是3年后啊。
Honey, I'm home.
I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
啊，我也这么
You
觉
should
得。
put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
是，等一下，先让我把家里逛一下。哇，我买了一台 CCTV， 买了一台电视。啊，没事，看一下，这是什么啊？芭乐。好多书哦。哎，我家也是这么多。哦，不对，它只能用走的，靠背。好，我们先煮。
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
外面雨下太大了，外面讲世界末日哦。哦，好扯。啊，他真的有在煮。算了。关键是，哪里？我有书房吗？Alan Wake, The Fall of Cassie。你像什么理查德剧集的感觉？拿起原稿，哪里有原稿啊？我在这里哦，靠背。就这样。我还有2把手枪哎，是什么？我有2把刷子的感觉吗？
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
屁啦，我哪有那么帅啊
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
看一下，这是我。他不肯看镜头，在那。然后后面，哦，干傻笑。没事，我们来看一下我们的。
These look really good.
Oh,
太
sure,
帅
until
了
Barry
吧
gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
啊，这样是有多黑？
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just, especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets
哇，
to
好
me.
像很浪漫哦，点了一堆蜡烛。
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
神奇
Maybe
开
it'll help
关
you。too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
哇，你们也打开你们的神奇开关了，是不是？不行哎、但住的房子感觉不错哎。Bright Falls， 他那个影片是叫什么
How do you feel, Mr.
？Nice
Wake?
Break，
Any nausea, disorientation,
这
anything
是一
like
个
that?
对照吧？
Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut on my head.
这不是警局吗？
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that, coming from an old fisherman like me. But she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
原来如此。可以跑吗？还不行，还不用跑的，好狠。这里是电脑，没有什么收集要素，没有。这桶太轻了吧 ？OK。
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
大把年纪在那边玩开关的关灯
Mr.
仔。
Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
是，我可以玩吗？
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
等一下啦，我找一下哪起源哦，这也有原稿。
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the break.
可以这样随便见人家那
That's
个
some good news, right? Stucky
这种
was
办公
supposed
室
to
里
be
面吗？
driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Well， 反正车库是不关我
The
的事
sheriff
啊。
wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Missing， 等一下，猫，上次怎么这么火？阅读，等一下。寻人启事，2007年6月20，擅长赢得各种竞赛，是有多厉害？还是你就是 Mr. Stucky？ 理查伯夫？好吧，我也不知道，彩蛋吗？还是工作人员？
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
what?
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night. but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me, I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
We're watching you.
We are watching.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Listen to me. I need it to be bright in here. Hey! Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on?
可以，与人和善。
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it.
感觉我全部都听的话会很浪费时间，但是有些蛮好笑的。
Sure. I beat him up.
I
wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't
这样的男主角比较帅哦，比较沧桑感比较重。干什么东西？他眼睛这么大哦，吓到我。
You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
有你跟我说啊哈，我知道啊。
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
原稿。我靠！你这么勇啊！
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
K， 老人来啦！冲啊！你为什么不能冲？
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. but I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
这医生人也太好吧，要看起来一点坏人的感觉。这个 Barry 看起来超鸡巴的。
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
讲讲啦。Elderwood Elder School 上古卷轴。
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
What?
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
嘴炮，好了，我觉得故事也是蛮瞎的。到现在我也是不懂为什么会被抓。啊，不过也才第2章啦，合理。
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Okay, okay.
Look, Al, you're asking me to
好啦，
believe
你要
that
跟我
you
吵架。
shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, You make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
等一下玩多久啊？我靠！我觉得到记录点差不多，玩这一段，我20分钟哎，它一段好久啊。
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
你怎么一直打喷嚏？有这么严重？
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
好啦
Bless you.
我们先到这里告一段落。
I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy.
好，不管，现在不要再听他废话了。我们接下来要去情人峰嘛，没差，反正就是先玩到这里。下一段的话，我会等下继续录。对，因为一次录大概15到20分钟，30分钟已经太久了，这次希望可以快一点。好，不多说，那这就是第4集的内容，谢谢各位，希望各位看得开心。好，如果喜欢的话，帮我点个喜欢，拜拜。